Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you a great pasta recipe that's perfect for a weeknight meal. I love this recipe for this time of year because it's pure comfort food for any of you that are still dealing with chilly temperatures. But there are enough flavors of spring to remind you that warmer days are on their way. Let me show you how to put it together. So for this recipe, you really could use any pasta you'd like. I like to use the small ziti just because I think it looks pretty and the shape of it works really well with the asparagus. So we're gonna go with 2 cups of the uncooked pasta and boil that just until it's al dente. And then meanwhile, in a large skillet, we're gonna drizzle some olive oil. And then while that's heating up, you can take 6 pieces of prosciutto and just tear them into small pieces. At this stage, it can be really hard to cut prosciutto, so it's just easier to tear it. And then you wanna cook your prosciutto in the oil on both sides, just until it's nice and crispy. And then you can transfer it to a plate lined with some paper towel and allow it to cool. Then using the same skillet, we don't want to wash it out because there's lots of flavor now in that skillet. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. And once that's melted, we're then going to add 2/3 cup of sliced shallots. You want to cook the shallots in the butter just until they're nice and wilted and fragrant. And then we're going to add 8 ounces of white sliced mushrooms and 1/2 cup of sliced shiitake mushrooms. Then you can cook the mushrooms with the shallots just until the mushrooms start to release their juices. And at that point, we're going to add 1/4 cup of sweet sherry. So if you don't have sherry in the house already and you need to go out and buy some, it's good to have on hand because I find it's really great in sauces like this. But when you get to the market and you'll see sherry, sometimes it'll be labeled sweet sherry and dry sherry. I find that the sweet sherry will just give you more flavor. Now, for those of you that don't drink, you could leave out the sherry and replace it with 1/4 cup of chicken broth. And then you want to reduce this liquid down to about half the amount. And at that point, you're going to add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then we're also going to add 2 cloves of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. I know it's getting a little bit decadent, but that's why it's real comfort food. It'll keep all of you in chilly temperatures nice and warm and cozy. And then we also want to add 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped parsley. Now, once your pasta is almost done, you want to add 1 cup of sliced asparagus and 1 cup of frozen peas. So you just want to cook the vegetables with the pasta for like a minute or so. That's great, it just saves you one more pot because you can cook it in with the pasta. Then you're going to drain this through a colander and then put this back in your pot. And then, if you need to, you can reheat the mushroom sauce just to make it hot and then pour it on top of the pasta. Then we're also going to add in our crispy prosciutto. So I like to give it just a rough chop just so they're in smaller pieces and toss this all up and you'll see you'll have one delicious pasta on your hands. And then everybody can serve themselves and add a little bit of the freshly grated Parmesan cheese on top. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think. And if you would like to receive my newest videos in your inbox every week, you can sign up for my newsletter. The link is in the description. And I'll see you back here next week for another quick and easy recipe. Until then, bye.